What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Hambone Fishing. This week, today I should say, I am getting ready to head down to Lake Murray, South Carolina for the second stop on the QCKBF trail. It is going to be a mess. Heading down there on Friday, the original plan was to fish today, try to get a plan together, try to pre-fish, look for something that I don't already know. And that kind of backfired when we had a massive storm come through yesterday. And it rained all day long. When I say all day, it rained all day long. And I just don't, it's gonna be mud, and it's probably consistently blowing about 20 miles an hour right now, with gusts probably in the 30s, maybe 40 mile an hour range. So I'm not really gonna worry about fishing today. I am gonna head down early and check out a couple different ramps and find some areas that I think might work. Try to find a little bit cleaner water. The last week when I was down there, I did fish muddy water most of the time, and I didn't get you saw the video. I got one bite and that was it. Derek caught one fish, kind of by accident. So I'm gonna get down there, staying down there tonight, because it is about 2 hours drive for me in the morning. So get down there, stay down there, and I'll probably be launching at a place about 30 minutes from where we're staying. So it shouldn't be too early of a morning. We don't get to launch until about 7 o'clock. So we'll see what happens there. I'm about to get rigged up, get the truck packed up, and then grab some food, drive down, check out a couple ramps, get settled in, get all of my rigging done so that I'm set up for the morning, and then fall asleep. Probably, hopefully get some good B-roll or some other stuff that happens, because I don't know what is going to happen on the water. I don't know if there's going to be any fish caught. There's another bass boat tournament out there, so there's going to be at least over 200 boats that I know of for sure. And then all of your recreational guys, guys fishing for stripers, crappie, bass that aren't fishing the tournament. And then there's at least 80 kayaks. So Lake Murray is going to be loaded tomorrow. And I'm not sure. Honestly, my prediction is a limit gets you in the top 20. You have a decent limit and you finish top 5. I have no expectations for tomorrow, so bear with me. The conditions are total garbage, and they have been lately, just because I've been fishing post frontal pretty much all the time. Those guys have been whacking them on Norman lately because they've been fishing pre-frontal during the week, and then the weekend comes and it rains Thursday and Friday, and then we're left with muddy, nasty post-frontal conditions. So like I said, I'm gonna get out there and see what I can do tomorrow, try to catch something. Hopefully I can find some cleaner water. I'll be throwing a jig, I'll have an A-rig, I'll have a big thumpy spinnerbait, I'll have a black bladed jig, I'll have a spoon with me just in case. So, the typical stuff that you would find in the winter. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. See, hopefully things go well and the weather cooperates a little bit better than it is today. But we'll see you down there. Alright guys, we're about ready to order pizza. We got the rods in the house. And just a little tip, if you are going to pick somebody to travel with and room with, pick the former AOI, so then you get to see exactly what he's throwing for the next day, and so you know exactly what to do. That's Chris.
It doesn't work when he doesn't know what he's doing either, though.
also leave it to an Ohio State fan to bring pop-off top, like non-twist off bottles of beer and not have a can opener or a bottle opener.
Turn that around. So, leave it to a Michigan fan to show up at a fishing trip with no beer.
All right, guys, tournament day. I am at the ramp with 3 other people. So as far as I'm concerned right now, we either made the right choice or made the really wrong choice. But we made a choice either way. So I am here with the man, Mr. Hook Sets with Ryan. Go and check out his channel. He'll be fishing the same tournament, so you get some different perspective on the day. We are on the northeast side of Lake Murray, and it was crazy windy, as you know, yesterday with some of the footage that I showed you, and overnight it is completely calmed down. It's dead calm right now. It's about 32 degrees outside, and there is a giant full moon. Where this April, they'd be so locked on beds right now that you could flick a tin can in there and get a bite. So we'll see what happens today. There were a couple announcements as far as like, what if nobody catches any fish? We've got that handled. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that, and hopefully we all have a good day, but that's where we are. And I will check in with you guys when I'm on the water again, and we're ready to fish. All right, getting ready for first cast. 40 seconds. I just had a giant follow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at him. There he was, sitting on the bottom. All right, guys, a little mid-morning update. Still no fish. I had one follow a swim jig to the boat. Wouldn't commit, saw him, but Yeah, it's been not great. So I'm just gonna keep moving, keep covering some water. It looks like this area has a lot of grass on the bottom. So I can't really crank and kind of, you know, dredge the bottom really, because the crankbait just gets, you know, all gunked up with the grass. So I'm gonna keep rolling here, and I don't know, I might take this A-rig and roll it through a little area, but I don't know. Thrown a Texas rig, a swim jig. I've thrown a sassy stick. I've thrown I've thrown a lot. So I'm gonna keep rolling, keep fishing hard. Hopefully I can come up with something. All right, guys, 15 1/4, number one, on a sassy stick up a shallow. So I think I'm gonna keep running this shallow and see if it's a pattern. It's a decent start. All right, midday update. It is officially noon. Well, maybe just a little bit after, but I'm still sitting with one fish. I haven't looked at the leaderboard, and I won't, so I don't know what the norm is. Maybe 1 or 2 fish for a couple people, but stuck myself with a hook. I'm on this big riprap bank, and I think I'm just going to chuck a spinnerbait. We lost the sun. There's a little bit of wind, overcast. Seems like a good time for spinnerbait, so that is what I am going to throw along these rocks. Oh my. Oh my. This is big. This is big. It came off. No! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. That was a giant. That was a giant. Oh no. Yeah. I was throwing a DT10 and I couldn't throw it because there was no hard bottom. It was all grass.
Yep. Where'd you go?
That way.
Yep.
Yep. How big was your fish?
17.5.
That's not bad. Mine was 15.5. Well, now let's try this again. Hey guys, that was fun.
It was rough
I
out
caught
there.
one fish.
That's me too.
Yeah, well, help. You did better. You did one better than me.
I caught one fish and I lost probably a giant striper. I'm assuming it was a striper, or else at least it was like at least a 10-pounder. Well, guys, it was a really tough day. 3 limits were caught. I finished with 1 fish, and that landed me 38 out of I think 85. So it just kind of gives you an idea of how terrible the conditions were and how bad the fishing was. But that's just tournament fishing. You got to fish what you get. So I didn't quite convert, but neither did anybody else. So I think if I'd have thrown the drop shot a little bit more, that fish that I had follow that jig up came out of grass. There was grass on the bottom. And it wasn't much grass, but it was enough for them to kind of just bury their bellies in it a little bit down on the bottom. So I think I'd have gotten a couple more bites had I thrown that. Obviously, hindsight 2020, but it is what it is. So got Norman coming up, Hobie Open, QCKBF, trail stop number 3, and that's what my focus is going to be. So we'll get at him. Let me know what you think about the video in the comment section below. And while you're down there, consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you next time. My name is Graham, and this is Hambone Fishing.